Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a slow, calm, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, give permission to start releasing emotions you've been holding on to for far too long. Scan your body for any clues of where those emotions have been hiding. And just decide as you breathe out, it's time to slowly but surely allow them to be released. So breathe in that wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation. And what if you were to let go of some of that sadness you've been holding on to? Interestingly, different emotions tend to be held in different parts of the body. Sadness sometimes feels like it's around the throat, the heart, sometimes the temple. Anxiety sometimes feels like it's there in the gut. Stress or anger may be around the jaw. But I want you to breathe in and breathe out and scan your body for clues to emotions you're still holding on to. But also acknowledging that some of these emotions are no longer helping, they're hindering. I want you to get a sense that what if you've been holding on to heavy emotions for years now? What if it's time to let those emotions be released? So breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation, and just get a sense that those heavy emotions are starting slowly but surely to melt, dissolve, and just feel that slowly but surely they're leaving your body in that outward breath. And I want you to focus on any kind of heaviness around your heart. Just get a sense that any feelings of grief, loss, sadness that can be released without it meaning that you hold any less love for that person. Breathing in that feeling of relaxation and just allowing your body to let go. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And just feel how good it feels for your body to unwind, release tension, and relax. As you breathe in, fill your lungs with calmness, and as you exhale, just allow yourself to let go of any tension in your shoulders, your chest, your arms and your legs. Feel your entire body just becoming heavier, limper and looser, more at ease, as though it's sinking into a state of comfort, safety, and relaxation. And as you continue to breathe slowly and steadily, you might notice a sense of calmness spreading through you, like a soft wave washing over your mind and body. With each breath out, allow yourself to sink deeper into this moment, deeper into relaxation, letting go of all that no longer serves you. And as you relax deeper and deeper, allow your mind to drift to a place of imagination, a place where anything is possible. And in your mind's eye, just imagine standing in a quiet park, a children's park, and it's a peaceful, inviting space with lush green grass and a gentle breeze. Feel that breeze, a breeze that carries the scent of flowers. And right in the center of this park is a roundabout, a children's roundabout. And as you step closer, notice something curious. The roundabout is spinning, but spinning without any children nearby. And I want you to see it spinning in what you decide is the wrong direction. And maybe that's anti-clockwise. But whatever direction you perceive is an unhelpful direction, see it spinning that way. And as you watch it, you sense that this backward motion represents some of the challenges you've been feeling. What if it moving this way has been causing the fatigue, anxiety? Things feel like an uphill struggle. Everything feels like a drain. What if the roundabout moving that way is somehow linked to those feelings? And that's okay. Because as you stand there looking at the roundabout, I want you to get a sense that just because the roundabout has been going in a particular direction for so long doesn't mean it has to continue in that direction. I want you to recall a moment of optimism, a feeling of contentment, a feeling of freedom, a feeling of possibility. Allow your mind to take you back to a moment of blue skies and a breeze. And just allow yourself to re-experience that feeling, a feeling of possibility, of mindfulness. And when you feel that feeling again, let me know by nodding your head. And as you return to the roundabout, notice the roundabout is slowing down. And then recall a moment early in your career when you felt successful, accomplished, needed, respected. Imagine stepping into that memory, feeling all of those feelings, and when you feel those feelings, let me know by nodding your head. And then see that the roundabout is now even slower, perhaps almost grinding to a halt. I want you to take a moment now to place your hands gently on this roundabout that is almost stationary. Notice its texture, and maybe it's made of metal or wood or plastic, and maybe it feels cool or smooth beneath your fingertips. And as you place your hands there, I want you to ask yourself a question in the most positive, optimistic tone. What's next? And as you say it in that tonality, feel hope and optimism, and notice the roundabout starts turning in a different direction. It begins to move in that new direction, and we can call this direction progress. And the moment you notice that progress, feel joy, feel yourself smiling, feel hope returning, and just think of one thing right now that you can feel supremely grateful for. And when you can recall that thing to feel grateful for, let me know by nodding your head. And then see the roundabout picking up speed in that new direction. As you see the roundabout moving in that new direction, notice feelings of fatigue seem to become less noticeable, and scan your body for a feeling of energy. I want you to imagine that if you had a surge of motivation, where would you feel it in your body? And maybe you can already feel a glimmer of that motivation, like a phoenix from the flames rekindling. What if you act as if things will improve, and in doing so, the roundabout continues in that new positive direction, and the more it spins, the more there is to notice progress, and the more progress you notice, the more joy you feel, and the more joy you feel, the more motivation is unlocked. And maybe you can give this roundabout a nudge. Just imagine pushing it in that direction, enabling it to pick up speed. Every tiny step of doing something slightly different that represents a vote of confidence and belief in yourself feels like it's moving that roundabout in that new positive direction. And notice the more that it spins that way, the easier it is to keep it spinning that way, as you get a sense that this roundabout is creating momentum for joy, for possibility, for hope. And as it spins, the question of what's next seems to change to what's next. The same words with a different tonality no longer feels heavy or uncertain. Instead, it feels like it's triggering a spark of curiosity, an invitation to explore, to grow, and to discover. As the roundabout picks up speed, feel a deep sense of gratitude for where you are. Maybe look at the blue skies, feel a breeze, and just feel the sense of hope for the future. A sense of excitement for where you could be heading. The glimmer of optimism expands, fills your heart. What if an intention creates the motivation, and the motivation unlocks the energy? Every time you make an evaluation of your value, you unlock more of the resources needed to make you more valuable. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a step worth celebrating. And whether you think of this roundabout or any roundabout or anything that rotates, a merry-go-round, a wheel, you will remember this moment, the power you have to slow things down, to reflect, to set an intention, and make tiny progress to turn the tide. What if it starts with one intention, one thing to be grateful for, one heavy emotion to be released? And as the tide is turned, it unlocks more of the resources needed to keep it moving in that new, wonderful direction. A direction that feels positive and aligned with who you are. And I want you to think about what progress would look like for you. Progress in the next few days. Progress in the next few weeks. And progress in the next few months. And when you get a sense of what's next, let me know by nodding your head. It's time to leave this roundabout of your imagination, but taking back all of those wonderful feelings with you. And the only thing to leave is those heavy emotions that no longer serve you. So leave them there, bring back the resources, bring back the optimism, and as you leave, notice that roundabout is still moving in that new direction. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect fully into the here and now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling grateful, optimistic, with an intention to do just one thing that represents progress for you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.